Poet, civil libertarian, someone extremely dignified and appropriate at all times, a successful politician, a beautiful and envied person, author of 26 poetry volumes, many of them translated in foreign languages. My name is Daniel Ionita, and today in the 8th episode of our journey through Romanian poetry in English, we are going to talk about Sir Anthony Hopkins. No, just kidding. We are going to talk about the poet Ana Blandiana. Her debut was in 1964. She received numerous awards and prizes such as the Writers' Union of Romania Prize in 1969, the Romanian Academy Prize in 1970, even the International Herder Poetry Prize in Vienna in 1982. She always maintained a dignified presence, which fooled the communist government into thinking that she is safe, and in turn led to accusations of collaborationism. Far from it. Just because of her civilized appearance, she did not live a bohemian life, nor did she carry on in an outrageous manner, as did some of her poets of her generation. Didn't mean she was a pro-communist. On the contrary, she peppered her public recitals with poetry which was a veiled threat to the regime. And in the end, in 1985 and then again in 1988, because of some poems and volumes containing more direct, sarcastic allusions to the dictatorship, she was forbidden to publish. After the revolution of 1989, she entered politics and even led the Civic Alliance, a group set against the representatives of the former regime. She continues to be deeply involved in the civil rights and liberties movement and has, together with her former husband, writer Romulus Rusan, initiated the impressive project The Memorial for the Victims of Communism in the city of Sighetul Marmației, the place of one of the most horrible and deadly communist jails. Ana Blandiana is part of a stellar generation in Romanian poetic history, the 1960s generation, which contained, among others, Nichita Stănescu, Adrian Păunescu, Marin Sorescu, Constanța Buzea, Cezar Baltag, and later Ileana Mălăncioiu. Her debut volume, First Person Plural, 1964, is in the register and emotional vibrato of youth. Her poetic voice is distinct, and she evolves from youthful exuberance to examining the inner world, accepting the moral existential problems of the soul, to some extent, but only a touch because Ana Blandiana is always herself, but to some extent in the manner of the great Lucian Blaga. Later, writes literary critic Nicolae Manolescu, in the period before the 1989 anti-communist upheaval and leading to her banishment from publishing, we hear a now irritated voice, full of revolt, the imagery being a lot more expressionist in nature. What do we appreciate from the poetry of Ana Blandiana? According to literary historian Alex Ștefănescu, Blandiana reintroduces true reflection in Romanian poetry in a period dominated by expressionism and touches of the postmodern. But more importantly, we appreciate her because she is always herself. She does not play or interpret some role or character. Her poems do not use someone else's voice as a prompt or amplifier of her ideas, as many artists endeavor to do. She always speaks through her own voice, her own personality, which, luckily for us, is of an exceptional quality. It is like you are going to see a movie, any movie with Sir Anthony Hopkins. See, I was going to mention him. No matter what he plays in. It matters not if he is Hannibal Lecter or Pope Benedictus XVI. You just watch it because it is a movie in which Anthony Hopkins plays somebody, no matter who. In the same way, we listen to Ana Blandiana because she is Ana Blandiana, a marvelous poet. The fact that she's also a beautiful human being is a bonus. By the way, she also belongs to the handful of poets in my volume of Romanian poetry in English, represented with 4 poems, the maximum. I will give you 4 poems, not long, but which I believe span the register of Ana Blandiana very well. Autumn, Leave My Trees All Green, a romantic piece. We Should, a philosophical reflection. I talked about the Blaga influence. I Got Tired, an essentially, as of the essence, existential poem. And finally, a fun piece, a funny, ludic piece, In Paris. As usual, English renditions will come first, followed by, for those who have the patience, the Romanian originals. I hope you will enjoy them. Autumn, Leave My Trees All Green. Autumn, leave my trees all green. Here, I give you both my eyes. Yellow winds blew in last evening. Kneeling woods are wet with cries. Autumn, leave my sky untouched. Lightning strike my forehead, please. Late last night the whole horizon tore itself up in a breeze. Autumn, leave my ear with birds. Drive away my steps from me. For at morn the blue has drained screams of larks, an endless plea. Autumn, leave me grass and leave me all the fruit and leave bears unsleepy, storks unflying, luminescent eve. Autumn, leave me light and don't weep the sun a smoke today. Set your evening on me now. I'm Eve anyway. We should. We should be born old. We should arrive wise, be capable of deciding our fate in this world. To know from that primordial crossroad which roads are commencing, and only the longing to journey be deemed irresponsible. Later we should become young, younger still, traveling. Mature and strong, we should arrive at the gate of creativity and enter through it into love, entering it as adolescents, and become children when our own children are born. Anyway, by then they should be older than us, could teach us how to walk, rock us to sleep. We would disappear little by little, progressively growing smaller, like a grain of wheat, like a grain of mustard, like a grain of sand. I got tired. I got tired of being born from ideas. I got tired of not dying. I chose for myself a leaf. Behold, I will be born from it in its image and in its likeness, gently sighing. The cool sap will suffuse through me like a thief, and its veins will be where my tender relics sit. From it I will learn to quiver, to grow, and the pain will help me glowing. Then I will detach from the bough, as from lips a word of grief. And in that childish way I will know how one dies blowing like a leaf. In Paris. In Paris at corner gates, cherries grow inside their crates, while the grapes, to knock your socks, grow for you ripe in the box. Peaches, who could have believed, wrapped in tissue, grow relieved. And believe me when I say, apples grow in shops all day. Plums on weighing scales grow well, as do melons, can't you tell? Strawberries, though somewhat rushed, grow on stalls already washed. And the peanuts, true and true, grow in pubs out of the blue. Quite a bore inside this city, not a bee and not a kitty. Still, there's something hard to beat. In Paris, on every street, round the doggies' tails that's queer, grow baguettes and camembert. Lasă-mi, toamnă, pomii verzi. Lasă-mi, toamnă, pomii verzi. Uite, ochii mei ți-i dau. Ieri, spre seară în vântul galben, arbori în genunchi plângeau. Lasă-mi, toamnă, cerul lin. Fulgeră-mi pe frunte mie. Astă noapte zarea în iarbă încerca să se sfâșie. Lasă-mi, toamnă, în aer, păsări, pașii mei alungă-mi. Dimineața, bolta scurse urlete de ciocârlii. Lasă-mi, toamnă, iarba, lasă-mi urșii nedormiți, berzele neduse, ora luminoasă. Lasă-mi, toamnă, ziua, nu mai plânge în soare fum. Înserează-mă pe mine. Mă înserez oricum. Ar trebui să ne naștem bătrâni, să venim înțelepți, să fim în stare de a hotărî soarta noastră în lume, să știm din răscrucea primară ce drumuri pornesc. Și iresponsabil să fie doar dorul de a merge. Apoi să ne facem tineri, mai tineri, mergând maturi și puternici să ajungem la poarta creației. Să trecem de ea și în iubire, intrând adolescenți, să facem copii la nașterea fiilor noștri. Oricum, ei ar fi atunci mai bătrâni decât noi, ne-ar învăța să vorbim, ne-ar legăna să dormim. Noi am dispărea tot mai mult, devenind tot mai mici, cât bobul de strugure, cât bobul de mazăre, cât bobul de grâu. Am obosit. Am obosit să mă nasc din idee. Am obosit să nu mor. Mi-am ales o frunză. Din ea mă voi naște după chipul și asemănarea ei, ușor. Seva răcoroasă o să mă pătrunză și nervurile îmi vor fi frage de moaște. De la ea o să învăț să tremur, să cresc și de durere o să mă fac strălucitoare. Apoi să mă desprind de pe ram ca un cuvânt de pe buze în felul acesta copilăresc în care se moare la frunze. La Paris. La Paris, la colț de străzi, cireșele cresc în lăzi. Strugurii afuzalii cresc de-a dreptul în cutii. Piersicile, nici n-ai crede, cresc ascunse în șervete. Și ascultați-mă pe mine, merele cresc în vitrine. Prunele cresc pe cântar, pepenii în galantar, fragile, în mare grabă, cresc de-a gata din tarabă. Și alunile sadea cresc în bar, de sub tișghea. Un plictis de zile mari, nici albine, nici bondari, dar în schimb, nimic de zis, pe orice stradă din Paris, orice câine cât de mic, crește în coadă un covrig.